What's up, guys? It's Howse here. As promised, I'm going to give you 5 simple and easy ways to naturally produce testosterone levels. Now, it's pitched as something that's often complicated, but boosting testosterone isn't that complicated because it's often things in our own lifestyle and our way of living that get in the way of these optimal testosterone levels that we want to produce. So, I'm going to give you 5 simple ways to naturally and simply produce optimal testosterone levels, not just naturally boost your testosterone levels. So, in our quest to naturally increase our testosterone levels, actually one thing we can do is we can sleep more. There's Teddy. Say hi, bud. Okay, so I'll talk about sleep in a second. One of the things we can do is sleep more, because one of the biggest battles we have to conquer is the rise of cortisol. So cortisol, one of the ways we measure testosterone levels is in relation to cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. We want to limit our cortisol production. Best way to do that is to sleep more. That's going to make the biggest impact. You want 8 hours of quality sleep. The best way you can do that is have a sleep schedule. If you don't have a sleep schedule, if you're not going to sleep at the same time every night, and if you're not waking up in the same time every morning, I highly recommend you do that. I've had insomnia, or I had insomnia my whole life. They tried different pills and techniques, went to sleep doctors. They had the most asinine ideas to help me sleep. The only thing that really worked was a sleep schedule. I go to bed at the same time every night, and I wake up at the same time every morning. So sleep is a big one. Second, we're going to talk about producing more testosterone and minimizing our estrogen production. So there's 2 more battles. One is we need to help our bodies produce more testosterone. To do that, you want to consume a healthy amount of dietary fats. Not just any fats. You want to consume more saturated fats and more monounsaturated fats. Stay away from polyunsaturated fats. So monounsaturated fats, things like olive oil is great, coconut oil, avocado. One quick little tip is take a shot or 2 of olive oil every day. You can take one in the morning and one at night to really take advantage of the night, and that's where you're going to produce a lot of your testosterone. So estrogen. How do we get rid of estrogen? We want to limit estrogen production by lowering our body fat. You want to get down to the 12% mark or under. Not too low, because that can be taxing on our system. There's a catch. You don't want to diet for too long, because that'll send your testosterone or your cortisol levels spiking, and that'll lower your testosterone levels. So, what do you do? Do you diet, or do you keep that caloric maintenance that's necessary for optimal testosterone? If your body fat's over 12%, you want to cut body fat first and then get back to a caloric maintenance, where you're eating enough to maintain your weight without gaining fat. So, diet, cut fat, focus on a strength program that'll help you maintain and gain muscle while you're at a caloric deficit. But don't stay under that caloric deficit for too long. Start at a maintenance, make sure you're at a maintenance, and then start cutting calories. So the next one, so we've got the cortisol levels, which is to sleep more. We've got testosterone production, which is to consume more saturated and monounsaturated fats. We've got what was the last one? We've got lower estrogen levels by dropping body fat. So that's 3. We'll go back to estrogen, and it's a simple thing that you can do. Walk through your house and get rid of cleaning or personal care products that have chemicals in it. Give you a few examples. This is a natural deodorant. It's not a chemical deodorant. I'll show you one more natural deodorant. Right here, natural deodorant. It's really dry here, so here's a all natural moisturizer or whatever. There's coconut oil is actually a really good moisturizer. I've got that there as well. I've got soap that's natural. I've got shampoo that's natural. So you want to go for natural. You don't want a lot of the parabens and myriad of other chemicals that hurt your testosterone levels and chemically raise your estrogen levels. You don't want those around. Clean them out right now. It's not that expensive to get a natural option. I'll put a natural option down below in the link section. So that's combating estrogen. One more. Cortisol. We'll get after cortisol for the last one. So, a lot of testosterone boosting diets are pitched as purely high fat. The problem with that is that you need a decent amount of carbohydrates to keep your cortisol levels low. So, a good balance is 35, 35, 30. It's a very balanced diet. So 35% of your calories come from carbs, 35 from fat, and 30 from protein, if I'm doing the math right. You could bump that up and go 40, 40, 20. So you want a much higher carbs to protein ratio for testosterone. There's a few studies that have been done, but again, even though the studies say that high carbs, low protein, you need protein for maintaining muscle, which limits fat, body fat, and for burning fat, which is incredibly important when it comes to optimal testosterone levels. So I tend to like the 35, 35, 30, which is correct. Yeah, 35, 35, 30. I like to get my fats in one or two meals, my carbs in one or two meals, and then protein will be in all those meals. I'm not going crazy with the protein. I always choose higher fat meats unless they're the gamey meats, and they're usually lower fat anyway. But you want a balanced diet, and you need carbs for optimal testosterone levels. You need a lot of carbs for optimal testosterone levels to keep those cortisol levels low. So let's recap, if I remember, because I threw a couple in there that I didn't write down. 5 simple ways to naturally increase testosterone levels. 1, going back to Teddy, sleep, 8 hours a night, work it out. I think rising early is really important for winning in life. As a caveat, I go off topic a fair bit, but I'm going to write these down in the description below just so you remember and it's clear for you. But as a caveat, winning, competing, and making money actually naturally increases testosterone levels. So compete, join a boxing gym, join a jiu-jitsu gym, whatever. Physically compete. Make sure that's a part of your life. Testosterone levels decline at 1% when you're 30 years old. Competing declines at 1%. Or no, competing stops when we're around 30. We stop playing sports, we stop going to the boxing gym, we stop doing this and that. So keep sports into your life. Keep sports in your life. Making money has been shown to have a big increase in testosterone levels, so use money as a measurement for how good you are at what you do. Don't make it your God. Use it as a measurement for how good you are at what you do. The better you are at what you do, the more you should get paid. And when you get paid, you're going to have a surge in testosterone levels. And win. Define what winning is in your life and get after it. That was a caveat. Okay, so let's go back to the 5. So sleep more to lower cortisol levels. Increase carbs to lower cortisol levels. Increase fats to increase your ability to produce testosterone. Focus more on monounsaturated and saturated, not so much nuts and things that are high in polyunsaturated fats. That's 3 of them. Lower body fat percentage. If you have a high body fat percentage, focus on that first. That should be the main thing you focus on. Get your body fat levels low, under 12%, under 10%, depending on how you're measuring it, and then focus on the other things. Some you can focus on at the same time. And then get rid of the shitty chemicals in your house, especially the stuff you're putting on your body. Deodorants. There's some good natural deodorants out there. I like this. I've tried the bar. On It has a really good bar deodorant. Keep it in a cold place because if it's really hot, it can get messed up a bit. But I found a couple spray deodorants that are really good. And shampoo and conditioner and lotion if you need it. It's really dry here in Calgary in the summer, actually in the winter too. So put the lotion on every now and then. But the stuff you put on your skin, you absorb it. Sunscreen's another one. Glad I mentioned that. Make sure you get a natural sunscreen. All right, fellas, I'll put those 5 plus the little winning information, I'll put that down in the description below. I'm also going to put a free, one free thing, one low priced thing that's going to make this battle to optimally to produce optimal testosterone levels really simple. So the first thing is the testosterone cheat sheet. That's going to give you a real basic understanding of what testosterone is with a lot of good information in there. The second thing is called the testosterone routine. It's not expensive. I put a lot of work into it, but what my goal was is to define what you should do and what you shouldn't do to produce testosterone levels. So both are going to be in the description below. Depending on where you're watching it, it might be above. So have a look at those. By all means, go after the free one. There's a lot of good information in there. If you don't mind spending a couple bucks, get the testosterone routine. You're going to have everything there, and you're going to be able to print it out and put it on your fridge just so you know what to get and what to avoid. So get after it. That's another part of boosting testosterone. Get after it. Figure out what you want in life, define victory, and get after it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click like. If you really like this video, subscribe. That'd be awesome. I'm putting out more testosterone content, so keep an eye out for videos in the future. All right.